Today's random thought is you will accept what you endure. And what I mean by that is, for example, let's go back to jobs. I use jobs because it's generic and everyone has some type of job, whether it be a career or just some random job that they're using to get to where they're going, right? So say you're at a job and you get hired, you like the job, but things start happening that you're not fond of, right? So let's say you're a good worker, you do your job, but for some reason you always end up having to do your coworkers' jobs, and they're able to hang out and bullshit or whatever, but for some reason you're always stuck doing all the work, right? If you don't say anything about that, if you don't tell them to start doing their job, or say no when they ask you to do their job, or say it's a supervisor who's bringing their work to you, like, it's your responsibility to say, like, well, I'm doing my job. I don't have time to do Becky's job, Thomas's job, and Brian's job. Like, you need to tell them that they need to do their job. And if you're telling me that you expect me to do my job and theirs, then I expect a raise before I start doing this extra work that you assume that I should be doing. You know what I mean? You have to open up that conversation. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens, happens. However, if you don't say anything, you're going to continue to go through the same cycle over and over again, because it works for everybody else. It doesn't really matter if it works for you if you're not going to do anything about it, you know. So or we can go on to children. You know, if your child is someone who they don't listen, you know, or they put their hands on you, or you know, they do anything that's undesirable, if you don't stop that from happening, if you don't put in the energy and the time to change those habits, or at least say what your expectations are, those habits are never going to change. They're going to continue to happen. And then when it's 5, 10, 12, 20 years down the line and your child is still doing this, you're going to be upset. Like, and it's not going to be anyone's fault but yours, because it's your job to raise that child, you know. Or we can take it to a personal level. Like, I have an issue with sugar, okay? I eat sugar all the time, or I don't eat sugar all the time, but I'll want something that's sweet, and once I indulge in that sweet, whatever it is, donut, cake, whatever it may be, I don't want to stop eating the cake, or I don't want to stop eating that sweet, whatever it is. However, I know for a fact that it's an issue. I know that I shouldn't be doing it. I know that it's harming my body. I know that it's clouding my mind. I know that it's prohibiting me from doing the things that I'm trying to do. So it's my responsibility to stop eating sugar, period. There's no way around it. That's just what I have to do. So with that being said, I can't complain like, oh, I'm not losing weight, or oh, why am I this size, or oh, I'm not comfortable in anything that I find to wear, whatever. All of those things are my fucking fault, because what am I doing to change it? I'm going to continue to endure whatever it is that that I don't want to endure, whatever the case may be. It's my fault. It's me who has to change that, you know. Like, I have a personal trainer, but there's nothing she can do to change this for me, because I have to physically do the work, you know? And it's not just about doing work. It's also about, again, what you'll accept and what you want for yourself, what you will stop from happening. And again, like, and I'm not saying that if you don't say anything and these things keep happening, that it's your fault, that it's okay. Like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you have the power to change those things regardless of the outcome, because if you put the energy into changing those things, you will get the result that you want. Other things may happen from point A to point B, but you will get to the end result that you're trying to get to, if you know what you want. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother topic, but excuse me, as of right now, with what you will endure, and what you will accept and whatnot, all of that is on you. Like, if your job is running you ragged, if you don't say nothing about it, they're going to continue to do that, and they're going to find more ways to run you ragged. They're going to run you harder and harder and harder until you beg them to stop, or until, I don't know, you're just going to keep happening. You know, there's no end if you don't create an end for it, you know. And I say all of this in self-reflection. I say all of this not to talk about anyone else but myself, and just to put that thought out there to others, that it is up to you to change your own life. It is up to you to change your habits and change the habits of the people around you in your space. You can't make someone change, but you can hold them accountable for their bullshit, and you can be vocal about how it affects you and why you would want it to change, and what your standards are in a friendship or a relationship or a career, job situation, or whatever the case may be. That's something that you have to put your energy towards, or at least pay attention to and call action towards, um, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about that.